Okay. Yeah. Okay, good morning so far. 2255 though, dangerous auto pairing ratings. Let's play the pet. Bishop E7. Okay, he's played Knight F3, not concerned too much about pawn chains with like F4, F5 undermining. I'll take on C5, delayed take on C5. Oh, maybe I can take with the knight. Do I want to take with the knight? Probably. And A6 and B5, or maybe G5 here. And H5. And G4. Quick G4, H5. Threatening H4 now, maybe. And A6, B5, Bishop B7 looks pretty good to me. I know I'm creating loads of weaknesses, and it's the question: can I get away with it? That's the question. In other words, will those weaknesses be exploitable? Can you get away with it? If you can, sometimes it's okay to play it then, like this. Big vacuums. What about taking on D3? That light square bishop could be handy. You can share the C file. So maybe A6 and B5. Put bishop on C5. Then H4 and G3 will be more effective with bishop on C5, pinning that pawn. So B5, bishop B7, do something about this guy. Then maybe queen D7, not C7. I don't want to be on that line for knight D5s and E6s. So B5, bishop B7, queen D7, castle queenside, then H4. Okay, that's the aggressive plan here. Whoa! Isn't that controversial? I can play H4 here, and then maybe G3 or H3. No, G4 will be falling off. I don't know though. Knight B3 and queen F2 could be handy. Or bishop C5. Okay, I'll play. Maybe I'll play knight B3 here. So play bishop C5 next. Okay, so taking on F2, would that weaken dark squares? Queen B6, I don't know, knight A4, take on F2. Queen B6 doesn't really seem natural. What about just queen E7? I don't think F5's something to be worried about. Knight B5 is possible because of the pin. Or is it? Whoa! What about H3 here? I suppose bishop C5, queen C5. Sorry, H4 or G3 or H4. Okay, H4. So once the queen goes to F2, bishop C5, queen C5, queen F2. What do I play here? There's knight D4, knight E2, G3, knight E4, knight E2, maybe knight E2, bishop E2, queen C2. I want to be able to get in G3 while keeping my queen on diagonal. Knight D4, knight A4, queen A7. Does knight D4 lose outright to something? B4, queen A7. Knight B5, knight B5. Knight E2. Oh, let's play it. So there's a threat of G3. That's the point here. There's a big threat of G3. So knight A4, queen A7. Maybe C3, then there's knight B3. Okay. Keeping the queen. Now G3. So I've got the queen on the diagonal. Got this vicious combination, this rook coming in. A queen E3, knight E2. That looks dangerous. Primitive, but dangerous. B6, I take the queen with check. if queen moves, I don't know, knight f3, king h1, that doesn't do it. Knight e2 doesn't do it. Takes, I don't know actually. Still, this is more than I would have hoped for from this opening. Without even castling yet. King's still right in the centre. You're not supposed to do this. Attack when your king and queen side isn't developed. But actually the rook's kind of useful here, supporting the queen. Bishop is holding up f5. The king's not too unsafe if I can get to the opponent's king straight off the bat. In fact, queen e1, knight f3. He's just resigned. Whoa! 20 move win, g3, he's just resigned. Okay, I wouldn't play like this in your own games. This was a bit caveman, and it's not really. When I was giving a lecture on the Queen sacrifice win on ChessBase recently, I just started laughing really at my own play. I can't really recommend this style of play to you. I don't know. You know, it's entertaining though, if you can get away with it. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.